Where am I? Huh? Hey, there I am. There I am. Everything's good now. Alright. What was I doing? What are the buttons? Who am I? Yes, we're back at Disc of Elysium, playing the video game that we love.
You see several packaged raincoats filled
Oh,
on
yeah.
a shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I don't want to try stealing that. What's that? Point to the raincoat.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Awesome. Awesome. How much money do I have? What does it say? Show me how much money I have. I need to know. I need to know. Oh, right, there it is. I could buy a raincoat, but why would I want to? I'm fine. Getting wet. Everything's fine. It's been a while. Okay, I did everything I wanted to do in here. Ugh. I should have loaded up on more caffeine before I started to do an investigative thing. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Ooh, what's going on over here? Wait. Ooh, money, money, money. Yes, give me the money. Is this... This seems like a safe place to walk into. Let's just get a lay of the land real quick. Hello? 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 Oh, okay. Loris probably stored fuel here, now they store booze. Good for them. And what was this thing? Click. Click. Oh. Gris. Radar Revitrol Industrial Harbor. Hello, sir.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Ah.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Oh, well, Yeah, video games, good.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work! Right to work!
What is all this?
rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I've got some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Aww.
So do we, Scott.
What is a strike? So all these strike breakers. Look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
What's your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
Well, this is my only option.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Odd, out-of-place colonial reference there, Mr. Scab Leader.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Yeah, it was a bad choice.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
I'm gonna press it. Ask about his background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Sweet, I know bars, been thrown out of several. A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars, maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Does it?
Pretty okay as far as lies go.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
Well, I do want to get into the harbor, but... well...
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Trying to meet their fat boss.
Yeah, I'm interviewing. This is probably a misstep, but I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here behind the hotel, the hostel cafeteria.
I know nothing about a murder.
Sounds truthful.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful, cops doing nothing.
You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
So is murder. My dude. This really isn't my area of expertise. My expertise area is frighteningly small.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Alright, off we go. Oh, okay. I remember how to move now. Who are you? Car. Neat. Okay. Right. I gotta do the right click.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea.
It's the
It
thing.
looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
I recognize this from pictures.
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Very interesting. Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Maybe it's connected to the murder. I feel like there's at least some faint political leanings to shooting a statue of a king in the heart. Especially if it's a little out of the way. There's a lot of other stuff you could shoot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
Yeah.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Ah, yes. His profligacy, yeah. In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Oh, that'll do it then.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Ugh. I would like to sleep on gold. Hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. No wonder everything went to shit. I want to say there's no way that's true, but it's 2022 and I'm alive. I know that could absolutely be truth. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything
Wait,
went to
you
shit.
haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Oh, the one now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Okay. Really? Okay. This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
A bloated druggie?
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later.
Ah.
Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Elysium Bay.
Okay, so that maybe makes asking where he's buried now a bit redundant. But I'll proceed.
Beneath the cold waters of the Elysium Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
Well, what happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored it?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
Sorry, I need to take a drink of water. I thought I had more time.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Alright. Better really choose a side here. It is so funny and nihilistic. Oh.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
Well, nuts to butts to them.
Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Alright. What else we got? Oh, I can zoom out. I keep forgetting. Clicky. Clicky. Humanox. What are you? God, this game is so big. Money. What are you? Oh! Hell yeah! I don't want to replace my mesh tank top though. Oh, okay. +1 drama or +1 physical instrument. Let's see how it looks. Oh, I'm gonna bath. There we go, much better. Okay. Let's talk to you. Who are you?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Hell yeah, ride that nostalgia.
The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
I'll leave you to it. Can I go anywhere else? Nope, that's the end of the line. Okay. Whee! Oh, can I? Oh, okay. I know where I am now. Oh. Really? Okay. Gotta go all the way around. Money! Money! Get it! Give! I need it. Oh. Yes. I had a thought over here.
A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who drives these?
Not many people outside of Grad. And Revachol West too, it appears.
Hey Ken, check this out.
A Stage Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Hold on, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white. The colors of the Stars Ryko.
Let me guess what happened last time. Kim, blue and white, the colours of Zhimsk. Someone painted it, got a Zhimsk ad, and boom, murder happened. What happened last time, Kim?
An old case for my precinct. A couple of Zhimsk migrants saw a Stage Ryko stopped on the street, painted just like this, muddy brown. Murdered the driver on the spot.
I could have gotten cocky.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Zhimsk community protested the trial, flying the banners of some old king or whatever. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
How do I know that? But I still had to guess at the... Okay. Do I wanna... Oh... Yeah, I'm gonna be pedantic.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Alright, good. I was afraid that was gonna blow up in my face. Who are the Gems community?
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Alright. What did they sentence the killers to?
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
Huh.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Huh. Kim, could our hanged man have been the driver of this car?
Could it be another Stage Ryko murder? You really should ask me to brief you on the case. But right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and guess the two aren't related.
Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
Yes, detective?
They should have left it baby blue.
You sure you're not Zhimsk?
Yes, you're sure you're not. Or if you are, it's only in that Revacholian way. 4 to 5% maximum.
Honestly, baby blue is just a nice color. That was my basis for that. Alright. Alright. So I can I talk to you? Or are you too high? Are these stairs? Can I go up? Oh!
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
No, I'm not a scab. I'm a cop. God. It's like, I'm not this bad thing. I'm this other bad thing. Anyway.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Psst, show him your stolen card. Now has arrived the perfect moment.
Alright.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Oh god, do I wanna... I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Yeah, let's try the stolen card. Pass myself off as a worker.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then at you again.
But that's not you, officer.
It's an old picture.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago John?
Yes.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
The wind deposited it before my feet. I feel the closeness to this person. I'm just gonna lie and say I found it on the Grags at the whirling round.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
I'm afraid it is, real quick. Interfacing isn't like a lying part of my brain, right? Okay. No, it's, I'm afraid it's evidence in an ongoing investigation.
Oh. Is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
Let's see. I've come to Martinez investing a murder-gator. I'm bad at words today.
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy. Oh god, these are so good. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it? God, all of these are good. And what cards do I want to play? I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
I'm looking for assistance with the dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
That's simple, I just walk in.
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there.
Ah.
Walk right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Aha.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult?
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation.
No, I couldn't.
Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
And have any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Got it. Another thing.
Sure.
I'm not going to ask for money, but I am. I'm a bit short of money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Okay.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... You know, the winter's fat is slowly running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess, cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know.
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
What's the strike about, anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Cool.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, so that'll take me up to there. Oh, I have a skill point. Oh, God. Oh, God, I forgot all this. Sneak under the noses. Stun with immense panache. What is? Okay, so move body, body belt, brain. All right. I did wanna up my savoir-faire so that I could even try and get that police cloak. Oh. Bonus some items -2. I don't know what that means. Do you know what? I just really want that coat. Sure. Okay, now is that... all items lose their... okay, good. All is well. So I'm gonna go back down here. Oh, I got 16 rail now. I wanted to... hang on.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
I've investigated the body. Shouldn't be long till we get it down.
Oh, okay. Thanks for keeping me in the know, sir.
I have to run. Okay, so... did I look in there? Because I got the key to the trash. Did I look in the trash? Oh. Excuse you. Ah, yes.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Hell yeah.
Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
What's this?
Just the feeling. A warning from some part of you.
Oh. Real quick. Who are you, Inland Empire? Fuck. I should listen to that, I think. Another time, maybe.
No. We need to investigate now.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Okay.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Let's see. Under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Okay, that's better. Dive further.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the racks.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of torn trousers.
Trousers! For me!
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Oh no.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Not for me, then. Ooh.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Alright, reach for the slimy thing.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Oh, bag the shirt.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
Let's have a look.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the Whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Alright.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug. I'm getting that mug too.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction
Oh
of
no.
the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
Oh no. An antique.
only in its social sensibility.
Can I not take the mug? Give me a second option here, please. Oh, god damn it. I don't want that in my inventory. Search the food waste.
It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge.
My favorite.
And the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey,
If you identify the sludge, it just tastes worse.
what's this?
Woo!
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it up.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Yeah, you can tell.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
No, it can't be.
Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form.
Nice.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Oh my god. Someone from the Whirling Rags threw it in the trash. I don't know, I'm boring.
Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough inventory of that. Be sure some has not fallen into the hands of the RCM's enemies, organized crime or worse. Official notes sometimes contain informants' names, even undercover operatives.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Neat. That's my journal. Hang on. We put the clothes in the trash. Read your ledger and name the case. Neat. Oh, I can't do it from here though. So I close the lid.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Heck yeah.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Open it again. No, leave. Alright. Interact? Okay. Oh, I can interact with all of this. I don't want to interact with that. Use interact button. Oh, okay. I did this
An
right.
intricate web
Oh,
of blue lines
Yep.
stretches.
Okay,
it
I've
still
seen it.
kind of looks like
I seen it. Okay, I remember now. Excuse me. Oh, yay, fascist book.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
I Settle in, folks. It's time to read near a corpse. Just like in kindergarten.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
That's so? Alright, go on, give me all the hints you got.
A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material at hand. Voila. Now blast that first innocence.
Yeah, that was the kind of hint that I wanted.
Thanks for nothing.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that one got me.
Dolores Day.
Yay. Dolores Day?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons.
Okay.
Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
What? Oh no, no. But
a strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop thinking about this.
okay.
Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day.
That was Solar, right? Yeah, that was definitely Solar.
Incorrect. Solar was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence. Solar resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again?
The Pericarnassian?
Correct. Nothing much is known about him.
Yay.
It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum.
That sounds normal.
As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence?
Oh dear.
Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
Sure, try again. I trust you've got my back.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world, a literal personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident or the known world in general, at least the parts that matter.
Yes, so interesting, but I thought you'd give me the answer to the question.
I can do better.
No.
Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
No.
Damn. Great. Dolores.
Okay, Franco Negro was the one who I'll just hack it.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Vespa Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vespa and Messina. Care to try again?
Wait, I can scroll up. Maybe there's clues, because I desperately need to get these right. Let's see. So what's another presumed as such. It's not Dolores Day. We hack it.
Correct.
Yay.
Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information.
You're going to be helpful this time? I could use a hint.
Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian. This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members.
Sigh heavily out loud.
There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. It's not my fault. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful.
Oh dear. Stepan the Despicable?
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Stepan the Despicable, regent of Kedra, was a ruler who conquered the known world during the Kedriatic conquest, instead of the despotic Erno Pasternak. Would you try again?
Kedriatic Contra. Yeah. Yeah. This dude.
Correct.
Yay.
There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Erno Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra.
That'll do it.
Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all.
Oh dear.
The most precious to humankind.
Oh dear.
I've got it. Honest.
Okay, are you sure this time? I'll bite. Hint me.
Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is Franco Negro.
You're absolutely certain of this?
0 doubts.
Alright.
Incorrect. While Franco Negro built concrete churches and cathedrals, and while many people, especially the Mesk, consider him a father figure, Due to his militarism and nationalism, João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego argues differently. Another choice, perhaps? Oh yes, militarism and nationalism. My bad.
I was gonna say.
Yes, obviously.
Alright. Dolores Day.
Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence, a most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-esolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test.
Yay.
The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a D. Not particularly remarkable, but technically a passing grade. Not that anyone really expected better.
Alright. Feel like I'm back in high school.
You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, arrogant book.
What's going on with you?
Thinks it's so smart, god damn.
Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
And we'll put the book away. Alright. Handwritten note from the fridge. The handwritten note you found from the giant iceberg fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that we used to secure it to the refrigerator door. Have I looked at this?
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Did I really not inspect this?
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer.
Uh-oh.
Take care. Sully Swaff.
Uh-oh. I unplugged the freezer, I think. Whoa. Remind me again, what's the filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe it's because of the entity.
That's implausible.
Alright. I think we know the answer to these two, so I do want to ask, who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Nope, no idea at all.
I'm placing my bets on a certain red-haired miscreant we met before. He'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
No idea who it could possibly be. Oh my god, we're absolutely not meant to be standing like 5 feet away from him when reading this. That was just good timing. Alright. I don't want to interact with this. But video games.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
I mean, true. I can maybe check that out later.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
We'll check it out again in a minute. Right now, I need to, much more important, check out the ice cream maker. Which one is this the ice cream maker?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Oh yeah, okay, try to crack open
You
the lid.
slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Do I have one of those?
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
I mean, yeah.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
I understand these things. Let's see. Tools. I do have a pry bar. It does not seem like it would
This
be the
orange
best.
machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Okay.
The ice around it slowly melting.
So turning it off, I think made the ice let up a little so that it won't be frozen shut. So I just gotta come back with a stronger pry bar. I should unequip that. For now. No, cutters wouldn't do it. Alright, let's interact. Whoops. Let's interact with this.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. There's
Anything
a piece
else?
of toilet paper. Or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
It'll do that.
It's a metaphor for you.
Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Yeah, let's take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspect the clip. I'm gonna leave the actual looking at the papers till the very last thing.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Hey, Lieutenant, what is this? What? Sorry. What is this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for example...
All RCM vehicles have lights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Hell yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Let's see. Let's look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with.
Alright.
The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
I hope so.
And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps.
Or it's my gun.
Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
I open the hidden compartment in the clipboard.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just,
slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Oh dear. Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. Oh, pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Oh, sparing no expense. Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
There, smell it.
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You think the label says Tutti Frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile. You think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Ooh, keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road.
That's the place.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Oh.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Oh.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs.
Oh no.
And the blood sucked out of your head.
Oh no.
Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Oh no.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Oh no.
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything all right?
Fall sideways. Okay. Did I just game over? Okay. Again?
There is nothing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just lie there passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Smelled so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Was that the X something? The
bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Yay. Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself. As it pours down your parched throat, the pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
I don't know if that's true.
Actually, beer and cider have loads of water in them.
Sorry. Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I out?
10 minutes, maybe.
Ugh. I came in contact with the burnt-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
Yeah, I got my ledger back.
With such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
I will. Alright. Ledger of Failure. Ooh. I have less authority with it. But I get more other stuff. And I would like to continue interacting with it. But first... read the watermarks. Okay, I'm in front of the car, so I can do that. I'll figure that out later. Oh yeah, I was doing this thing. Oh, White Morning, that's it. Okay, I need 100 skill points. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell, like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Alright. Let's... How do I...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
Alright. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The raspberry gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kinetic comes to life with a whiny growl.
Oh, that's loud.
Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Neat. Alright, let's go stand in front of the machine. Yeah.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
Not bad.
Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet.
What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually. This won't take long at all.
You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
Huh.
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it?
That's it.
Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Oh god, I walk the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. Wait, 18 years I've done this?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time.
Maybe you were a diplomat, or in PR. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see... Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
So you're saying I used to be a super cop? God. Ugh, these last 2. I used to be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Ooh.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Yeah.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby?
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
Have you ever killed anyone? Oh, good fucking sequitur. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Look at the shimmering street cred.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
You catch a faint glimmer from a broken beer bottle in the distance. Sounds. 2 men engaged in a drunken argument, followed by the closing of some distant window.
Ah, Martinez at night.
Where are we on this?
Let me see. Right here.
His finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse.
Oh yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Ooh. To the right of the task description. Okay. Neat. Yeah, 3 points in communism. Superstar cop, sorry cop, boring cop. Yep. Good cop, bad cop 5. With 1 honor. 3 people killed. Alright. Name unknown, rank unknown. We'll get to that one day. Alright. We're gonna check out... Nope. It's in my hand. And...
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Nice. I am gonna be right back real quick. I gotta go get some more water. But then we're gonna solve urinal cleaner mystery. Wee.